Hey family, I hope you had an amazing holiday season, but it is the new year and it's time for some new adventure, okay? It is Saturday morning, 6:30, and we're getting ready to head over to Nusa Penida. It's a beautiful island. We have a 45-minute ferry ride, and then when we get there, we're going to enjoy some of the most popular lookout points and beaches. So you'll see all of that information coming soon of where we went and all the beautiful pictures we take and all the things that we do. And then we're going to go snorkeling. I've never done that before, so I am super excited. And as you already know, stick around. This is going to be good. All right, family. First adventure of 2025. Here it is. It starts with us going to the Port of Sanur, where it was pretty busy, but our driver was the one that went in to get our tickets. And so, thank you to Nusa Penida Traveling for sponsoring this video. I will tag you in the description. We appreciate your efforts and all of your service to make this process very smooth. The only thing we had to do was go to the check-in desk, get our tickets marked off, and then make our way upstairs to get ready to board the fast boat. Now, we had an idea of how this day was going to go slightly because at 6 a.m. it was pouring down raining. But we were like, listen, we booked this, so we're going to do it, okay? We're going to show up. Now, this is the fast boat that we got on. It had an upper and lower deck. It was pretty packed, so I didn't get the window seat that I preferred, but I did get a chance to capture a little bit of something for you. Now, I live by the motto in my life, do it afraid. So despite me having a little bit of anxiousness and my stomach turning because of the what felt like airplane turbulence on this boat, I was like, you know what? Let me just take a little cute video so I can feel better about this whole situation. But we're on the way, we're doing it, so let's go do it afraid. So after a 45-minute boat ride, Nusa Penida Traveling made it super easy to find our driver. That was Wyan. He had the sign held up, so we knew exactly who we were expecting to pick us up. And he was so very helpful. Look at him holding our bags. And he insisted, so we were appreciative for him. Now, we had explained that we hadn't eaten all morning, and so he was patient enough to stop us at Tropics Cafe, which was so beautiful. We had really good food. The vibe itself is nice and open. It's bright, it's airy. It's very welcoming with the friendly faces, ready to serve. I ended up getting a latte and fish and chips, which I know that's a crazy combination, but just bear with me. While I was waiting, I stopped over by the beach just to take a look at everything. It was so peaceful. Of course, in true Bali fashion, you had your dog on the beach, and then I, of course, had to take a picture. Duh. Now, I would say if I were to spend some extended time on this island, I would definitely probably enjoy an entire day here, but we had to keep it moving, so we got our food to go. And then we got a chance to take in some of the luscious landscape that is in Bali. And if you've been here, you know, it's just so beautiful. It's all around you. And the roads weren't too bad, so that made for an easy experience. We got to see some of the beautiful Asian architecture, which was amazing, and what looked like a police training session. So the journey was pretty amazing. Now, when we get to our first destination, of course, that's right, it's raining, but that didn't stop me, and apparently it didn't stop any of the other travelers. Honey, they had their ponchos and umbrellas, but to be honest, does the rain really take away from the beauty of this place? I mean, look at it. Now, over to the right, you see people going down, and that's where you go to Diamond Beach. I didn't have my sneakers on me, and I was so bummed that I didn't get a chance to go all the way down. I will say, though, sneakers are a must and some endurance because at some point, the stairs go away, and you're practically climbing the side of a cliff to get to the beach. Now, I will do it one day when I have my sneakers, okay? But in the meantime, we just made our way back up to the lookout point to get some pictures, and I honestly was not ready for the heat that this man captured. One thing about Bri is the rain don't stop me, honey. We had a whole photo shoot. Now, leaving Diamond Beach, I had to stop in this cafe to capture this breathtaking view on the way back to the vehicle as we journeyed over to our next lookout point. Now, every time we got in the vehicle, although the roads were not steep, they were pretty bumpy and a little bit underdeveloped, so my stomach was acting up every time we got in the car. But honey, I was doing my best to capture what I could so y'all can see this journey over to Treehouse Lookout Point. Now, Wyan did inform us that we weren't going to have time to go all the way down if we wanted to make it to snorkeling, which was the main point of this trip. So we got a chance to just go to another area, take some more pictures, have a whole nother photo shoot, and make our way to the next stop. Now, we only made it a quarter of the way down, so I can only imagine the appetite that you would work up going all the way down and back up. So we were like, Wyan, just go ahead and take us to the lunch spot. And this is that location. I didn't capture the name of the restaurant, but it was pretty peaceful, beautiful palm trees, which I love looking at. And although it was pretty packed, it didn't take very long to get our food. This was the dedicated menu that they offer to those who book their travel and their excursion through Nusa Penida Traveling. And one thing I love about Bali is that outside of many restaurants and some attractions, you have a washing station so you can wash your nasty hands. And after all that climbing and sweating, that's exactly what I needed to do. So I got the vegetable fried rice. It did need a little bit of soy sauce, but otherwise it was delicious. And of course, we took it to go because we were ready to head to our next stop. That was the main attraction, which is the snorkeling. Y'all, we were ready to get in the ocean. We were hot. We had worked up a sweat. We were just ready to change our clothes, get into that bathing suit so we can hop on that boat, get out in the middle of the ocean, and get our hair wet, get in that water, and have fun. So we have officially made it to the snorkeling destination. I'm so excited. I bought this bathing suit from home that makes me look like I'm a true like snorkeler or surfer girl. And I'm like, girl, who do you think you are? But it's gonna work. So let me show you. I'm gonna show you the bathing suit when I get on the boat in a minute. But this is when I started acting like a big kid on the inside because I'm like, oh, the boats! Oh my god, I'm so excited! And this is the name of the place, Bahisanoa and Vanora, I think. Now you go inside, you get your wristband. They get you all checked in with your phone number. Make sure that you have a place to receive your photos underwater, and then they get you ready for the safety briefing.
On the boat, you will get the rest equipment. Is that mask guard, snorkel, life jacket, mineral water, and GoPro for taking a picture underwater. For video, you have to request with the guide. If you not request, the guide will not take your video. For the picture, we will send you a WhatsApp number. If you don't receive the picture until 5 p.m., please contact your agency the place you was booking. Because tomorrow morning, we will collect our picture.
So we make our way down to the boat, and I'm checking out the skies, and I'm like, okay, it looks good over here. But when I turn all the way to the left, I'm like, baby, I'm getting a little nervous because it looks like it's about to storm. But in any event, I'm like, just keep it cute. This is still exciting. This is my little bathing suit that made me feel like a surfer girl. Ew. Now, these waves were rocking, and they were all, woo, yeah. And I'm like, oh no, I'm praying, honey. Listen, I'm thinking about that scripture where they were in a boat with Jesus, and it was rocking real bad, and he had to speak to the winds. And I'm like, Lord Jesus, speak to the wind because I'm nervous. But in any event, I kept it cute because I'm like, I'm gonna do it afraid, and it is what it is, and we out here now. And finally, when that motor shut off, I felt much better.
Talbay, okay? And here you can see coral and fish. Okay. Sometimes, if you lucky, you can see turtle. Hey guys, you prepare all equipment like a fin, mask, and snorkel. Don't be lose equipment, guys. Because if you lose equipment, you have the compensation. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Bree's getting ready for her first time snorkeling. Woo! You did it! Woohoo!
First of all, that first jump was weak, but it gets better. More importantly, I had salt water that went all up in my snorkel, honey, and it was disgusting, but it was worth it for this here. Listen, the underwater world is so amazing. I mean, what can compete with it? It's just a completely different world. So this apparently is a hawksbill sea turtle, and they help maintain the coral health by eating the sponges that compete for the coral space underwater. Now, come on, National Geographic. Are you going to sponsor your girl or what? Hit me up, nomadicallybri@gmail.com. Thanks. So this is stop 204. We actually had to skip Manta Bay stop because the waves were too strong. The driver was like, listen, safety first, and we can't take y'all out there with the waves this way. So we were like, okay, we are totally fine with that. You are absolutely right, sir. Safety first. Now, I had a beautiful time just getting my hair wet, just jumping in that ocean. It was amazing. But if you take a look in a second, you'll see that even with us stopped, how the waves were kind of rocking, and that was just kind of calm. But hey, look at here, my jumps got better. I started getting a little more confident. Now that salt water was turning me every way but loose, but it's okay because I had to capture these fish. Now apparently these are reef fish in the species of like butterfly fish, angel fish, or even sergeant majors. And if you see these, then that's really a testament to the marine biodiversity in the area. Now, how about that? Come on, Discovery Channel, where you at? Now, at our final stop, there wasn't much to see, so we just kind of swam around. We enjoyed the warmth of the water, and this is me swimming back to the boat. Yes, I can swim, okay? 10 out of 10, fabulous experience, but for now, I'll let you hear some of the real-time audio of us heading back to shore. Once we got back to the shore, I just took a moment to take it all in and appreciate the experience we just embarked on. That was quite the excursion. I would love to do it again. Now, I also really appreciated the fact that they have showers in the back area where you change at. I had to get that salt water off of me, rinse it out of my hair the best that I could until I got home. So thankful to have locks because I can just easily get my hair wet and it's not a problem. Overall, my verdict is if you want to do snorkeling, you should just do it. Just do it. It's gonna be worth it. Now we get changed, we head back to the dock so we can go back to the Port of Sanur, but let me let y'all hear the variety of the ways that they were turning up on this boat. Now listen, they were turning up on the back of that boat. They had music that we didn't have on the way there. They had beer, which I was good on. I was like, no, I'm okay. But in any event, after 45 minutes, we made it back to the Port of Sonora and we did it. My first ever snorkeling experience was a success. It was rocky at first, a little scary and nerve-wracking going out there, especially in a storm. Had a little bit of an upset stomach, but despite all, I saw some beautiful fish, amazing coral reef, and the water was warm, surprisingly. So thank you, Nusa Penida Traveling. I would love to do this again and recommend you to all my friends. Until next time, guys. Thank you for watching my first New Year adventure, and as always, thank you for coming to Nomadically Bri. Bye.